What's up, guys? It's X47 and we're back with another top 5 review. Let's get it on. I'm getting nasally. It's not good. I might be getting sick. But that's okay, because I'm still going to make videos for you guys. Anyway, so now we got a new video coming up here. And this one is another top 5 review, like I said before. And we're going to be talking about my top 5 favorite video game characters. Let me back up so you guys can actually see the whole frame. So I got a lot of... Actually, I showed this before, but I'm going to show it again because I love it so much. It's my new Pop figure, and he's going to be joining me so that way I get some more room back here. And you can enjoy my Lone Wanderer Pop. In fact, I'm add another character that doesn't really have personality or name. Is the is the Breton from Elder Scrolls, both made from Bethesda. Let's get it on. So we got again top 5, and then I got a few honorable mentions. So let's get started without further ado. Anyway, coming up at number 5 is from one of the greatest games I've ever played in my entire life, all 19 years. Is Ellie from The Last of Us. Ellie was this character where no matter what happened, she was on her own or with someone, she was that strong, independent person. But she's not afraid to admit that she needs someone. She admits during the game that she's afraid to be alone. And that's what makes her character strong, and I love her independency. And I love how she's just one of those characters that you know you can rely on in real life. So that's why Ellie makes number 5. You're awesome, Ellie. Coming up at number 4, this character has been like a Robin Hood to me ever since I was little, and he was featured in the last video for my top 5 review. And this character is none other than Sly Cooper from the Sly Cooper series. Now, Sly Cooper, you sir are one great guy. You're the kind of Robin Hood of the cartoon era with animals. You steal from the rich and you give it back to the poor, and you're trying to figure out your family legacy and where you belong in that legacy. And I really admire how you work hard and you do whatever you can to do the right thing. Not just the thing for you, but the right thing. And the right thing is, of course, going out, being all the bad guys, taking their wealth and keeping it for you, your friends, Bentley and Murray, and giving out to everyone else. You're one of the best thieves, one of my favorite thieves out there, and you're one of the legendary PlayStation icons. So hey, you get number 4 on my list because you're one hell of a guy. Number 3, we got this character who's from another big, huge favorite game series of mine. And this guy had a lot of finesse. He had a lot of personality that I loved, and I could respect this kind of character a lot. He was one of those characters where he came from a tribe and he made something of himself when he left, because he was born as technically a bastard child. And this character, no matter what he went through, he accomplished everything without any hesitation. This character is Connor from Assassin's Creed 3. Now Connor, also known as, but I'm not even gonna try to say his name, you can look it up, but Connor from Assassin's Creed 3 gets number 3 because he is just that guy who always does the right thing, and knowing the assassins they kill, but Connor does it out of free will. Plus, Assassin's Creed 3 was one of my favorite games out of the Assassin's Creed series. I mean, you got the American Revolution going on, and then Connor was a part of it. Wow, amazing. I loved it. Great character. I love Connor. He's that character, again, like Ellie and Sly, you can always count on. And I like those kind of characters where you always count on them. So he definitely makes number 3 on my top 5 list. Connor, you're going to go down history as the best assassin out there. Again, these videos are just my opinion. Get in there, hero. What are you doing? We're going on to number 2. Number 2 is this character who was an admirable person when I was only, I don't know, 7 maybe. Probably a little bit older. And now that I'm older than him, I can appreciate him even more, because I understand his character and I understand what he fights for. This character was from a Square Enix game that was actually featured in my last video too. It was because this character is why I fell in love with this game so much, because of his morals, his understanding. He was only 14 and he was just he's a young kid, yet he has so much potential. In fact, he has so much potential that he became a Keyblade wielder. And that's right, I'm talking none other than Sora from the Kingdom Hearts series. Now, Sora was that character where he always put his friends first. He always put others in front of him. And that was a trait that I loved I loved about video game characters. Where they're the hero. They put other people in front of them. They do the right thing. And Sora, the best thing from Sora is where he loses the Keyblade. He gets a wooden sword and he says, I don't need a weapon. My friends are my power. He talks a lot about his heart, how his heart is kind of like a soul in that kind of universe, but he's a great character. He's someone that we should all live by. We need more people like Sora in this life, I believe, because not a lot of people sacrifice their neck and bone for people unless you're in the army. Those guys out there in the army and doing the Marines, that's what they are. So I think he's a great character. I believe that he's only gonna get better because he's gonna get older. Still waiting on Kingdom Hearts 3, and now I gotta wait on Kingdom Hearts 2.8. What are you gonna do? But hey guys, like my other top 5 videos, I always gotta have honorable mentions. So here are my honorable mentions for my favorite video game characters. Here we go. We got at number 1 for honorable mentions. Well, they're not really any order specifically, as always. But the first one I'm gonna mention is Clementine from the Walking Dead Telltale game series. Now, Clementine was that one character that you could again always count on. However, I didn't get to see her character develop as much as I wanted her to. However, I still gotta wait for season 3 to come out, even if it's not coming out. Hopefully it is. So Clementine is an honorable mention because she's still a great character. You see how there's a huge leap and gap between the characters, and I wish there wasn't that huge of a leap. But however, for the story, it was much needed. Now the next one is another person that's just like Sora. However, he fights for his own reasons and he's kind of self-absorbed, but it's not his fault. This character has been abused as a child, and his name is Titus from Final Fantasy X. He's also featured in Kingdom Hearts 2 if you want to go check that out. Titus was that character where he was the hero. He wanted to protect people. He wanted to save lives. But at the same time, he didn't trust anyone, and he didn't love a lot of people. He didn't have much love in him, but he knew what he had to do. He knew the right thing to do. Not that he's a bad guy, because he's a good guy, obviously. But through the years of abuse, it made him not be able to trust people. And now there's one other person I like to mention. And this character is none other than the God of War himself, Kratos. Kratos was this character he was an independent character, and his story is one of the best storylines I've ever played. There's a lot of other great storylines, but Kratos, you're definitely an honorable mention because you've gone through a lot and you still maintain this mentality of staying alive and pushing through no matter how many times you've been knocked down. That's why when God of War 3 came out, the intro came out, it was one of the greatest intros ever, where he talks about, the hands of fate could not hold me, the gates of Hades could not conceal me, and even if you kill me, I'll still come back. So it's that good of a game that no matter how many times he's killed or knocked down, he'll always make it back. Of course, he's just a fictional character, but that's the point, and that's just the kind of guy I would admire. In fact, check this out. I liked him so much, I got this bronze statue of him. Look at that right there. Awesomeness. I'll put him right there for you guys to enjoy. There you go. That's good enough. Alright guys, let's bring this up to a wrap. So number 1 is going to be one of these characters where I saw a lot of myself. I saw a lot of potential in this guy. And when he first appeared in my life, he was very like, whoa, what are you doing, dude? But then as the story goes on and you go through all the different chapters, you start thinking, wow, this dude's a hero. This guy's doing stuff for the greater good at this point. He's not just some kind of thief or treasure hunter. And then you go to game 2 and you see him just prevail, and you see him just undertake so many complications, and he finds a way to go. Not to mention, he's a really smart dude. You go to his 3rd game that he was featured in, hell, he was even so much more determined and motivated because it was part of his lineage. It was part of his family tree or whatever, I guess. Oh my god, I'm coughing so much. So this guy definitely takes number 1, and his name is Nathan Drake from the Uncharted series. Nathan Drake, you are my hero, and I adore you so much. I hope I get Uncharted 4 as soon as possible when it comes out, because I can't wait to see what you have to offer next. I'm sorry, excuse me. Nathan Drake, you're an awesome dude. I admire you. I look at you and I don't even know why I'm talking like I'm talking to them, but Nathan Drake definitely was one of those type of guys that you can count on. He was one of those dependable persons. He wasn't independent. As much as he wanted to be, he wasn't an independent person. Very strong person, very smart person, very human person, very amazing, I guess. He's just an amazing guy. So that is that's all for my top 5 video game characters. If you have any other different type of top 5s you got, put it in the comments below. Go ahead, tell me any ideas. I'm doing it more for you guys. I have a lot of ideas, so if you don't give me any, it's no big deal. I got some of these from friends and family and other things, and for my own self. I got another one coming up that's about I have a bunch of ideas, and I have another one coming up that I might do pretty soon here. Without ado, this is X47 signing out, and guys, have a wonderful day. You have a short life, you might as well live it good, right? I don't mean do bad things, whatever you determine bad things are. Anyway, have a great, wonderful day. You're all awesome, you're all beautiful, and this is X47 signing out. Wabban, see you later, buddy boy.